of that women's doubles, but the manner in which the former world champions Chen Qingchen and Jia Yifan were beaten by Che Yu-jung and Kim So-young. Next up is men's doubles, and we have a repeat of the China Open Super 1000 final from earlier this year in ZHOU. And this is from the top half of the draw, and as you can see, this is the first of the second round matches in this top half of the draw. So the players make their way onto court. It is the European champions Kim ASTRUP, the left-hander, and Anders Skurup Rasmussen up against the recent winners of the French Open, Han Chengkai and ZHOU of China.
本场比赛裁判员 RASMUSSEN 奥地利，罚球裁判 Andy Pertman 一组尼西亚。
Welcome.
So the umpire Klaus Schlieben, his first duty is the toss of the coin. Now you can see that the last time they met was indeed in the final of the China Super 1000 event. 3 thrilling games it was in Changzhou, a match lasting 52 minutes. I do hope you've had time to digest those graphics we put up, because it was very difficult for me to follow those 3 games that the Danes won on that occasion. But since then, this young Chinese combination have gone from strength to strength, winning the French Open, the Super 750 event, and this is also a 750 event. In fact, this is the 5th and final 750 event of the year. Han Chengkai is 20 years of age, born in this province here, Fujian. And last week they went up 6 places after winning the French Open to a career high of number 11. ZHOU is also the same age, 20 years of age. He's from Xinjiang province on the east coast, and he has the distinction of having been in 2 finals at the World Junior Championships of 2 years ago. A gold in the men's doubles, or boys doubles, I should say, with his partner of today, and silver in the mixed doubles with Hu Xian. And of course the World Junior Championships, the team competition, is happening right now in Canada, and then the individual next week. So there'll be new World Junior Champions within a week's time. Their first round match was against the beaten finalists from the Korean Super 500 event, Hoki and Kobayashi, the left and right-handed combination. 2 straight games, as you saw, very comfortable, 37 minutes for their first round victory. So to the number 6 seeds, and Anders Skurup Rasmussen, 29 years of age, from Odda, which is just south of Aarhus. And he and his partner last Thursday went back up to a career high of number 5 on the world ranking. Kim ASTRUP, the left-hander, born in Herning, is 26 years of age, and they're making their 5th appearance here in the Fuzhou China Open. Quarter-finalists 2 years ago, when they lost out to Liu Cheng and Zhang Nang, who then probably lost in the next round in the semi-final. Had a tough second game, didn't they, against Atri and Reddy? And when I tell you that they were 14-20 down in that second game, saved a total of 8 game points before eventually winning it 21-16, 27-25 in 46 minutes. So as far as the Danes are concerned, as we look at our court officials for this one, as I was telling you, Klaus Schlieben from Austria, our service judge from Indonesia. And since winning in Changzhou and before coming here to Fuzhou, I can tell you the Danes have had 2 first-round losses and 1 second-round loss. So their win-loss record since winning before this tournament, since their big win in Changzhou, was 1-3. I wonder if the celebrations from winning in Changzhou may have continued a little longer than perhaps was desired.
No,
I don't think so. I don't think so. But I'm sure they're eager to win.
RASMUSSEN, Kim Astrup, Denmark. Han Chang-kai to serve to Kim Astrup. Level. Play.
So is the unseeded combination from China, the former world junior champions Han Chang-kai and ZHOU Dong, getting this second round match underway. In all seriousness, though, Morten, it was a tremendous victory, and I don't mean it disrespectfully, but completely out of the blue. For them to win a Super 1000 event, the Danes, was an extraordinary result. Quite clearly, the best individual result of their careers.
Absolutely. It was, I think it was a surprise to themselves as well, to be very, very honest. I know them both very well. I've actually been coaching them for years. So I think that when you consider that Anders Rasmussen in the first place was not even selected to play in the Danish Thomas Cup team in May this year. He was only then later put back into the game, or into the match, and into the team, because of the fact that Carsten Mogensen withdrew. So in the first place, he was not even selected, and then to win, that was quite an awesome win, wasn't it?
Yes, and let the racket do the talking as far as the selection committee were concerned.
Absolutely, that's what they say. Absolutely.
2-0.
But of course, with that big win comes the burden of expectation. Now they're expected to win. A week ago they went up to return to their career high of number 5 in the world ranking, and all of a sudden playing at home at the Denmark Open, the French Open. I can understand at the Korean Open, the week after their victory, they lost first round in Seoul. So I can understand that loss. But then in Europe, it was disappointing. But there's different pressures now for the Danes.
There's definitely different pressures, and at the moment the Danish men's doubles are not playing to the very best. Mads has lost a lot of first round matches as well, and so Carsten Mogensen and Mathias Bo has not done extremely well either. So there's kind of a little bit of pressure on the men's doubles at the moment. It looks like they're not qualifying anyone for the year-end final in Guangzhou.
It looks highly...
This is the best pair. This is the best option they have.
Yeah. Well, both those other pairs you mentioned, Bo and Mogensen, and who in fact were 4-time finalists here, 2-time former champions, and also Conrad and Colin, both those pairs lost first round.
Yeah, they lost
this week.
Yeah, this week.
Service over. 3-5.
Confidence is a wonderful thing in sport, and I think this young Chinese pair, having won in Paris, are just brimming with confidence.
Yeah, it's not only that they won in Paris. It was the players they beat in Paris in the final when they beat Gideon and Tsukamoyo, who is by far the best pair on the world circuit this year.
Good positive play from the Danes.
4.
Jakob Hoyt, the man doing the talking. Did you catch any of that, Morten?
Yes, I did. I
But
do understand the language.
But it can't be repeated.
It can. He simply just said that, you know, when they're moving forward, they must play with a small disguise, not making it too simple to read.
Service over. 7-5.
I fear for the Danes, Morton, if they're going to defend too much. I think they must get on the attack, but it must be varied pace, not everything fast.
I agree. This is the way they would like to play it. You know, where they combine with these flat exchanges, but at the same time suddenly take off the pace. Except, especially Kim Astrup is the one that's taking off the pace now and again. So they have that kind of variation in what they're doing. And of course, that's upsetting the rhythm of their opponents. So that's obviously what they want to do.
Service over. 8-6.
Oh, lucky netball there
Yeah.
for Rasmussen.
They need it now and again. Everybody
7,
does.
8.
But it's interesting. I think the two combinations have got two creative players. For the Danes, it's no doubt it's Astrup who is the most inventive of the two players.
8.
But when it comes to the Chinese combination, I think it's Han. Han is really quite inventive as well.
Yeah.
And creative in what he's doing.
Yeah, I agree with that. Taller of the two.
The
Chinese.
taller of the two, yes.
Service
Oh,
full call.
service full
Too
called.
high. Service over. 9-8.
My goodness, that was well taken from
Service over.
Rasmussen. At the net there, just brushed over the shuttle.
9-0.
I don't think he hit the base at all. I think he was on the feathers all
Yeah.
the way.
Amazing shot. Yeah, not so that time.
Ten, 9. Service
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, that was a lucky
Yes.
one, wasn't it? Rasmussen was almost on the way out of court,
10,
trying to have a look at
all.
this. Here he's falling out of court. Oh, I'm still getting it.
We don't get points for style in this sport.
Nope. And that's pretty good sometimes.
Yeah.
11-10.
So it is the
Interval.
Danes, the European champions, who have the advantage, albeit just one solitary point, as the players go to the mid-game interval in this opening game. Just 8 minutes into the match.
发完觉得推不中路这边比较那个，你在下手的时候不勉强，下手起来攻手拿到有高点再去抢没问题。然后右手还是加强，根据这个就注意一下就行了啊。
只能过渡说自己不要给他送这个，临床上有点怕。
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
Chen Chi-chu and He Han-bin,
Players on court.
the two coaches for the Chinese pair. Now you have two coaches from Denmark at the back of the court. Not only Jakob Høj, who came on to speak, but also Thomas Stangor. But the European way
10.
is that just one coach comes on and talks to the
Play.
two players as a pair.
Mostly, yes.
Yeah.
Not to confuse things, and
Service
of course
fault,
to be exactly
Too
on
high.
the same wavelength.
Service over.
But of course the two coaches at the back have discussed and agreed
high.
what to say.
Yeah.
11.
It's twice
all.
he's been called for striking the shuttle too high. Well, impossible for us to tell where the 1.15 metre mark is.
Twelve, 11.
Too flat, it's gone long.
Service over. 12, all.
I always get very impressed, Morton, by the way the Chinese male players, we see it a lot across the board with female players, how they transition between junior badminton into senior badminton. But I think it's only 2 years ago they won the World Junior Championship, this men's doubles pair, and here they are. You know, they've won the French
13.
Open in the final of the China's Super 1000. They are a real force to be reckoned with, and it's only 2 years out of juniors.
Yeah, well, I think one of the reasons why this is happening is because the Chinese system shows patience. They have a good group at the top, and they kind of give the juniors, the younger
Service
ones,
over.
a chance to grow up and grow up into the system. They don't
13
panic because they
all.
think that they need to have a world champion tomorrow. They have a lot of good players on the top, and then they're just feeding the system the whole time with patience.
And do they all train in the same training centre, so the junior ones on occasions get to train with the
I'm
senior
sure they
players?
do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know for sure, but I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I have a feeling they do.
14, 13. Yeah.
Because very often you see that the junior pairs, when they do well on the junior circuit at the World Junior Championship
Yeah,
and so on,
I'm-
you don't see them
agree with you.
splitting the pairs. You always see them how they keep it together, and then
Yeah.
they stay for 2 or 3 years together. If they do not then make it, then they split them, but they give them the chance first.
Yeah. Fascinating.
14, 13.
I think there's also something to be said, though, for giving experience, taking the junior players or just out of juniors, giving them an experienced senior player to play with, and then bringing them back together again. We saw
That's
that
another
with
one, yeah.
Lee So-hee and Shin Sung-chan from Korea.
That's
World-
right.
Two-time World
14
Junior Women's
all.
Doubles champions, split. They win World Championship and Olympic bronze medals and things like that with senior players,
Yeah.
and now back together again.
Yes,
It's-
that's another model of doing it.
Yeah.
It's another way of doing it.
But either way, these junior players coming out of juniors within 2 years
15,
are a force to be reckoned with
They are.
in the senior ranks, and this young pair is proving it here today. Proved it in the last few months as well.
from China versus Richano from Thailand.
本场比赛裁判员 Joseph Rosen 菲律宾，发球裁判 Adam Ismail伊拉克。
16, 14.
That's pretty well left by Kim Astrup. The way that he is running to the back at the same time as he's got to judge whether that one is in or out. He's got to make that split decision. That was a good decision. As we saw, it was just yeah, it was an inch out, but you're so tempted to hit it.
Yeah.
Service over.
Now, you've been watching the first
15.
3
16.
matches for us, Morton. Did you detect a drift?
Actually not.
No.
Actually not. But there are a lot of mistakes on the back lines, but even on the sidelines, there are lots and lots of mistakes, even though there's no drift.
This is a good rally. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, left that one and let it go long, but my goodness me. Seemed to be confusion.
17, 15.
There.
Yeah. But Kim did the right thing. He had to move forward. He had to cover the net to make sure that not giving the initiative away. So he did the right thing, and he was putting Han Jing-kai under pressure.
Oh, lucky net cord from ZHOU.
16, 17.
4号场地即将进行的是混合双打比赛，由印尼的里诺·巴迪代表苏丹托对阵中国的王懿律、王东平。
Gosh, did you see the movement of Han Jing-kai as the lift came? How he moved back and to the left-hand side of the court as we all looked down.
Yes.
Amazing movement, adjusting of his positioning.
All the time, all trying to intercept in the next one.
Yeah.
本场比赛
So this is crucial. 17 all.
伊朗罚球裁判 CR judges 印尼。
Service over. 18, 17.
Yeah. It's good angle there from Haldon.
18.
He's a good hard hitter. And I like his energy on court as well. The two Chinese, I really like their energy, how they move on court and how they support one another, how they always try to be as fast and as aggressive as possible.
Oh, he's just missed it.
Just right, yes.
Service over. 19, 18.
The umpire allowing all 4 players to go off court and tell down at this crucial stage.
Husk det flade om vores forhånd her.
Oh my goodness! Great defence initially from Kim ASTRUP. My goodness me. Brought to his knees, literally.
Line touch. Line touch. Here.
Yeah, couldn't get the third one.
It's okay. Thank you.
19 all.
all.
good movement from the Danes to push their opponents from side to side at the back of the court. And well-deserved game point
19.
opportunity. Goodness, fast and furious. Yeah, opening game to the number 6 seeds, the European champions, Kim ASTRUP and Anders Rasmussen.
21-19.
21-19 confirms the umpire. What a good final rally to that opening game. Yeah, delights for the two Danish coaches. 20 minutes of play. And the Danes one game to the good.
Jeg kan lige så godt prøve at lave den der. Det kan godt være, at jeg laver fejl, men...
Det må også lige synes, jeg drejer det.
Men prøv at se, får ham igen. Selv derovre, og vi er helt dernede. De trækker på lige. Ja, men så op og klar igen. De er hurtigt, de kommer fremad. Ja, Zhou han får at vide her, at han skal holde nogen blød foran os. Og det er fedt, at de er helt oppe. Også er vi lidt for langt nede, så vil jeg så hellere have trækket når vi har løftet. Og hvis vi så alligevel skulle så lade vi løfte. Helt opstå. Jeg vil ikke have det skidt.
Nej, men første gang.
Nej, også fordi han dropper 3 gange her.
Ind i hovedet på dem, og så må vi håbe på, at de knaller den ud, fordi ellers så står vi bare og graver.
Vi står rigtig langt tilbage.
Ja, også på, hvis de smasser, så er vi også i en dårlig position.
Ja, men sådan er det.
Du har en lige, hvor du står, og så giver den maksfart, så ryger den ned til ham igen, og så kan du løbe frem.
Der skal løbes med det samme.
Ja.
Jeg skal ikke engang tvivl.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
De forventer den ikke.
Second game. Level. Play.
So as the second game gets underway, Morten, anything new there from Jakob Høj? Something about the forehand, was there?
Left.
That was just one shot they were discussing, but in general, it's they are totally aligned to the tactics. They know exactly what they need to do. And of course, it's all about for the Danes to control the net, but not just control the net, to be at the very, very top of the net. And then from there is also that not backing in their defense. You know, they have to stand straight. They have to really try to move forward even in their defense.
Well left.
Service over.
And they're not so concerned about these lifts because, you know, either they are able to take them or their chances are that they're actually going out on the back line.
Oh, good flick serve.
But a good response.
Was too, wasn't it?
Really good response.
2-0.
He played that shot when he had gone past him.
Yes.
Way off balance.
Service over.
Now, he may have missed that, but that's an example of what you were talking about earlier, about his creativity. He looks to go forward and he looks to do things with the shuttle.
Exactly. He's always the one who's looking out for points, and he was doing all the right things in that rally. He was just really unlucky not to win it.
Service over. 3-all.
Oh, that's a good serve.
Serve is over.
Even better return.
4-3. Change it, yeah. 4-all.
It's interesting to watch when we're watching all these pictures that the Danes look a little bit unorganized, if I can say that. They're going here and there and everywhere, but they're really trying to create some openings. They're trying to set it up for themselves and sort of pushing themselves a bit out of the comfort zone, I would say.
I'm very interested by what you just said, Morten, because I hadn't occurred to me that they look disorganised or anything. I think that's what doubles is about. I think it is about at least one player within the partnership taking half chances that a singles player couldn't afford to take.
Yes.
So that if one player goes for one shot at the net and they're left only able to cover one corner, then their partner must cover 3/4 of the court. And that's how doubles, I think, functions. So
It does, but they do it constantly within the same rally.
5,
yeah,
6.
Which is a lot. I agree with you completely, but you see it here happening again and again and again and again, even within the same rally.
but don't you think that's part of the Danes' development now as a pair, that they've won a big tournament, and if they feel right now, we have the belief we can go on, we can go and improve more and perhaps win an Olympic medal. But to do that, we need to
Step up.
We need to step up, and I think that's what they're trying to do.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Serve is over. 6, 7.
That's the second time he's been very quick back to the flick serve hand, Chen Kai.
8, 6.
Yeah, he's very quick. And also using his good reach.
Yes, a tall man, 183. That's 6 foot tall. Just long. Mind you, I got these stats when they were still juniors, and I'd be surprised if he's grown a little since then. He looks taller than 6 foot to me.
Yeah, he looks a bit taller than 6 foot. But he is also the slender one of the two,
Yeah.
so it can be a little bit deceiving now and again.
Yeah, it's a super touch on the return of serve from Kim Astrup.
Serve is over. 7, 9.
call in.
Oh, there's a challenge here from the Chinese pair.
Challenges goal in.
Now, I thought from here it looked as if it was in. I thought it was a good
Me
call.
too. I think that was a good call too.
Yeah, it was a good call. Well done, line judge.
Successful.
It's interesting, you know, all the Danes are carrying all these names, you know, Rasmussen, Petersen, Hansen, Sørensen, and so on.
One challenge remaining.
Kim Astrup is actually
8,
Kim Astrup
9.
Sørensen.
Yeah.
How come he is not mentioned as Sørensen on the circuit? Has he
Why?
lost that family name?
It's a question I was going to ask you over a cup of tea, because you're known as Morten Frost, but you're actually Morten Frost Hansen.
Hansen, yes.
But you never played under Mr. Hansen, you always played under Mr. Frost.
Yeah, but in Asia, on occasions, I played under Hansen. They used my
9,
last name,
0.
Hansen. So,
Well, I know that the BWF, the Badminton World Federation, have asked players to decide at the start of each calendar year what their
Okay.
names will be on their backs.
okay, so that's maybe the reason.
Yeah. And they must stick to that.
Yeah.
They can't change it partway through the year.
No, of course not.
10, 9.
So I think if
It was the
a
same.
player got married, I think there is a method where they can change their name on their shirt. Not sure.
Same was Peter Gade Christensen.
Yeah.
That's really bad
Service over.
defensive shot there by Kim Astrup.
10, 0.
So as with the opening game, there'll be just 1 point in it at the mid-game interval. Oh, that serve was going short, surely. Oh yes, well played
11, 10. In the
by
row.
ZHOU Dong. And it is the Chinese pair, in contrast to the opening game, who have the 1 point advantage at the mid-game interval.
Han presser dernede, vi får initiativ. Så skal vi op og stå der. Den der, han lige vipper over, han kan sige, det er frækt nok, og den lader han fejl på, og han lægger den i catcheren. Men bekymrer vi os ikke om, vi skal dække foran. Og han gør kun det der, fordi han lige nu er foran igen. Vi skal lukke den der foran. Det betyder også,
Good
det er det
one,
samme,
20 seconds.
Det er her til.
Good one, 20 seconds.
Resten, det er fremad.
Players on court.
Kom nu, mand. Så vi har fundet vores kontra. Så vi bare have den her, men vi tænker sådan, at
Players
vi
on
bare
court.
løbe sådan her. Okay? Ja.
Just reinforcements,
Yeah.
Morten?
Yeah, forward.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing new.
No,
11,
the word was
10.
forward. Trying to
Play.
get the control at the front of the court at any given opportunity.
Good skill at the front of the court from the left-handed Kim Astrup.
11, 0.
Oh, that's going wide. Lapse in
12,
concentration
11.
there from ZHOU Dong.
Play.
Oh, my goodness.
Over.
This is the easy one, would you believe it?
12,
Nobody
all.
at the front of the court to threaten him. He plays the net shot into the net.
Yeah, they are so far away. Not under pressure. But isn't it so? You always miss the easy ones and you get all the difficult ones.
Mm.
Service over.
But there is no doubt that
13,
Kim, at
12.
any given opportunity, he is challenging the Chinese combination at the net.
Yeah.
Every time he's running forward, he's playing that block shot, even from a lower position now and then.
14, 12. Fifteen, 12.
Is this the decisive move, I wonder?
It could be.
Right.
It definitely could be. I know it's a very small margin, but as you say, this is sometimes that what defines a match.
Service over.
Oh, it's a loose shot by the left-hander on that occasion.
13, 15.
I think ZHOU has just gone off the boil. I think
13.
as far as the Danes are concerned, they need to try and pressurise him.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit to find the answers.
Look at the body language of both the Chinese players now.
Yeah.
And that's the youngsters coming through, the inexperience of allowing your opponents to see where you are psychologically at that precise moment. You never give away that you're down.
No, but it's so hard when you're 20.
Yes, I know.
It's so hard.
Oh, I can hardly remember that far ago.
No, but I got a daughter who is 22,
13.
and I can read her as an open book.
Well, I think we were right, Morten. I think that was the decisive move.
Yeah.
6 of the last 7 points to the Danes.
So that was complete open court.
Yeah.
19, 13.
7 of the last 8 and just 2 points away from
But once again, it was Hao Dong that was playing
Yeah.
that quite loose
Yeah.
shot.
a second quarter-final here at this China Open. That was a nice defensive shot. I'm not sure if it was entirely meant. Oh gosh, he stepped into that.
That's what I mean. Moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes. 14,
That one.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then was on the back foot and couldn't change direction for the drop shot. Lovely disguise from Han Cheng-kai.
Out.
Oh, service error.
20.
The
match
first
point,
of the match.
14.
And it gives 6 match point opportunities to the number 6 seeds.
Service over. 15, 20.
Yeah, that was a quick serve and a quick return. Hardly saw the point.
No.
Now a lot more focus on it.
Good rally. Oh, tremendous. And once again, it was Han Cheng-kai who managed to turn
16,
the Chinese defensive
20.
play into attack. So 2 match points have come and gone. And they still have another 4 opportunities. The Danish combination. That's gone long.
17.
Crikey, we're not going to have a first round encounter in reverse, are we? Because the Danes were 14-20 down in the second game of their first round match against Manu Attri and Sumit Reddy. Surely not. We couldn't, could we?
No,
not 2 days running.
No, but what normally happens is that it comes on such an easy one. It can be a service mistake,
Yeah.
or, you know, usually it comes. That's now when you have so many match points. That's well defended. Really well defended by Han.
Good rally. What a great rally.
That's a fantastic rally.
And on their 4th match point opportunity, Kim Astrup and Anders Rasmussen beat the young Chinese combination. Well, relief in the end for the Danes, greeted with almost silence from the home fans here in Fuzhou. 21-19, 21-17, the margin of the victory for the China Super 1000 champions. Number 6 seeds. 41 minutes in total. This final rally was an absolute cracker. Well, we didn't see the extrovert celebrations that we saw in Changzhou a few months ago, but then this is only a second round match. Yeah, Danish coaches equally delighted, and rightly so. So the match clock just rounded up to 42 minutes, 21-19, 21-17, the margin of the victory for the number 6.